So, let's talk about declaring a major. This is a very American concept. I know that university in Russia, you have to know what you want to do by the time you're 18 years old. I don't know how that's possible because I don't know what I want to do basically on a daily basis of my life. So, the United States, we give you, in the United States, we give you 2 years, in your first 2 years of your baccalaureate, to decide what you want to do. Declare your major. Anglia, разные. You have to decide what you want to do before you go to university. Russia, Россия, I know. You have to decide before. You study one subject, that's all you do. In America, do you know what the most common major, Dilyara, is going into university? Do you know what the most popular major? Консультация. It's actually called undecided. Шутка. It's actually truth. 70% of students are undecided in their first year. I was totally undecided. I thought I wanted to do business. I graduated with a psychology degree. So I'm reading all your minds, even though I can't see you. I'm reading your mind. You will have to take many different classes. So all of you out there that say you want to do one thing, you will have to take different classes in your first 2 years. And that is good because it prepares you for what you want to do in the future. You say you want to do one thing, but I know for a fact most of you may not actually know. You're just saying that to say you know what you want. It's okay to be undecided. You can do Lubov in the United States. Lubov? Whatever. See? Я говорю чуть-чуть русский. So declaring a major, end of your second year. This is the last slide. We're almost done. Конец. Almost конец. Близко конец. My crude Russian, I'm sorry. I'll get better. I'll keep learning. I put a picture of some famous people here because I just want you to hear their story. And the moral of this story is to know that people are successful in unlikely ways. So people are able to achieve their dreams in different ways. There isn't just one way to be successful at university. This is sort of like tropinka, in a sense. So let's tell their story. First of all, I think you know the guy in the top left corner, President Obama. I have news for you. Where do you think he went to university his first 2 years?
Harvard.
Dilyara says Harvard. Community college.
Oh.
He transferred. He went to Columbia, years 3 and 4, and then he went to Harvard. However, he didn't start at Harvard. This is the idea that he started somewhere and was able to build up his profile. He has a pretty good job now. I'd say it's pretty good. Not a bad job. I think he'll get a very good letter of recommendation. Who's the guy in the top right corner? He owns basically all the computers in the world.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Where do you think Bill Gates graduated from?
Didn't he quit?
He never graduated. Microsoft. I'm not saying you shouldn't graduate. I'm not saying you should drop out. What I am telling you is, unlikely, Bill Gates was able to work his way up from using his education in a specific way. This shows you the American dream. Американская мечта is in different ways. There isn't just one way to pursue your dream. Who's this guy?
Steve Jobs.
Apple.
Yep.
Where do you think he went to university?
I know that he quit it as well, but I don't remember where exactly.
He went to Reed College. He went to a private liberal arts college in Oregon. Again, he dropped out. However, these men were men of vision. They had very good educations, and they pursued what they felt was most important to them, and they were able to work themselves up to the very top. Again, Американская мечта is very much intact, and this is the lesson I want you to know, because you won't always pursue one way. You don't have to go to Harvard to be successful. There are many ways to be successful. I'm here to talk about how we go from general U.S. education, the presentation in which I talked about general education in the United States, and how we do a program in the United States to help you. It's related to what I've discussed before. Let's talk about our programs in the USA. Remember, we are King's Pathways, King's Colleges, and these are our King's Pathways. That's me. This is me, Erika Fёrstin. I am wearing my special red, white, and blue colors. Today I am also wearing my red, white, and blue. Очень американский, я не странец. You can see this right here. Well, I'm talking about the Американская мечта. О чем вы мечтаете? That's the idea. I want to take your мечта and apply it practically to what we have in the USA. So, this is the idea. I put here the top university in the world. Harvard.
Okay.
Where is Harvard? Boston, Massachusetts. We have 3 private liberal arts colleges. Remember, private liberal arts college, not community college. 3 in the United States. And what we do is a tropinka, a daroga. I talk to you about my story of how I got into my university. And the idea is that you start at one of these universities. American student experience, 4 years. You don't start year 0 as a traditional foundation. If you have the English, you start year 1 just like an American student, and then we help you transfer to any university in the United States. Here's an example. You start at Marymount College, which is in California, Los Angeles, California. Very, very nice, very beautiful. You start at Marymount with a 2.5 GPA or a 61 TOEFL. Don't worry if you don't have a 61 TOEFL. We can do academic preparation before. So we can do English with a conditional letter of admission. You start at Marymount. We make it easier for you in the beginning. So 2.5 GPA is like srednji 3.5 or 4, and your TOEFL is 61. You don't need SAT in the beginning. Then we build up your profile and we work with you on all of your grades and help you to eventually, hopefully, go to a top university in California. 2 years at Marymount plus 2 years at another university, total so 4 goda. You don't lose time. Some other opportunities: University of Southern California, Pepperdine, a little bit easier, 3.6 GPA average, 3.3 is the minimum. So UC Berkeley is the top, the mечта. You have in the middle Pepperdine, and then потом страховка. Everyone needs страховка. You can't only apply to Harvard and Stanford and Berkeley, because that's not strategic. You have to apply to different universities in the middle. So we will help you with all of this. We have a curator on each of our campuses to help you with this. Another campus we have, Canisius College. It's in Buffalo. Niagaraski Vadapad. Canisius College has the hardest admissions requirements. 3.0 minimum GPA, 79 TOEFL. Same idea. Start in New York State. You can apply to any university in the United States. This would be good for students that want northeast of USA only. New York, Boston. This is very good. Last but not least, Pine Manor College in Boston, also where MIT and Harvard are. Red Sox, some of you may know Red Sox. Baseball. That's baseball. 2.5 GPA, 61 TOEFL, like Marymount, same entry requirement. Very good for students that want to go from Pine Manor College to universities in Boston. One thing about Pine Manor that's important is they don't have engineering or sciences. So if you want engineering or sciences, Canisius or Marymount are the proper option for you. This is humanities, liberal arts, business, performing arts, but no engineering or sciences. This is what a typical dorm room accommodation looks like. I know you're probably thinking it looks like it was built in the 70s. You know what? It was. Most accommodation in America, in dorm rooms, even if mom and dad are paying a lot of money, it's very common, nothing special. It's part of the experience to have a roommate, to understand what it's like to live with somebody, to live on campus in a common area. It'll be nice. It's not going to be Ritz-Carlton, Tverskaya. Okay? Not Tverskaya, Ritz-Carlton. And then the last thing is, remember, if you don't have a TOEFL, you can do our academic preparation before. We will waive the TOEFL. You will need a TOEFL, Pozli, if you want to transfer to university, but we will waive your TOEFL in the beginning, going into the Daroga. Spasiba большое. Dachi, very nice to talk to you. Bye.